Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So here's part 2 of opening the Time Spiral Remastered box. And then I'm showing one card here that I pulled from the previous because this is a foil of the retro border. It seems, or from what I've heard, there's only one of these per box, so I don't think we can expect any more foil of the retro border. Just wanted to put that out there to sort of kind of set expectations. Alrighty. Let's pull the next. This is a lot of fun. This is the first time that I've ever opened a full box in my life, despite having played since the 90s. This is new artwork for a counterspell. That's cool. And there are folks out there that buy, a box or more every set that comes out. I don't know how many more boxes I would ever buy in the future. Rare card. Oh, okay. This is a legendary creature. You can sacrifice it. And then get a card from your graveyard. Put it on the battlefield. So that's kind of cool. Alright, and then behind the rare is the retro card. Oh, cool. This is the Goblin Engineer. There's not a lot of ways to get artifact cards out of your library. He can do that. He will put it into your graveyard, but then you can take another step to get it out of your graveyard into your hands. So that's cool. I like goblins. Speaking of goblins. I don't know if I would make a goblin deck in paper, however. Okay. But yeah, some people buy a box, open a box every set, and I can definitely see the attraction of that. Okay, we've seen a lot of these from the previous video. Rare. Oh my god, damnation. This is awesome. It's expensive. Also, it's very useful. I think I will keep this and then put it in one of my black decks, but this is from Planar Chaos, which I talked about in the previous video, where they take classic cards, in this case Wrath of God. It's white. They changed the color of it, so now it's black. This is awesome. Okay, and then this is a Treasure Barge or something. This is the retro card. They put one of these in every pack. But this can draw you a lot of cards. And a Kobold token. Okay, that's funny. Nice pack. Yeah, there are some cards that I want to play with. And that was definitely one of them. Okay. Yeah, I said this in the previous video, but just overall, the artwork, it all seems hand-drawn. Rare card. Okay. This is just a big guy that you can get out for cheap. Okay, here's Farseek. That's a useful card. I talked about previously, I have a Gates deck. I want cards that can search for lands. This only goes for basic lands. So that's too bad. Although it doesn't say basic lands, it says plains, island, that kind of thing. So you could grab a dual land or a triome with those land types. So that's good. That's a useful card to have. Yeah, the retro frames. Love them. I really feel like that there is a market to reprint cards in the old retro frames, because there are a lot of people like me that played, you know, in the 90s, and so have good memories. Rare card, Stuffy Doll, cool, cool. This is useful because you can do damage to it, and then it will do damage to a player, and it's also indestructible. There's some mischief you can get there. Okay. This is an enchantment. You can sacrifice creatures to get other creatures. That's okay. Alright. Okay. What was I talking about? There's a market for the retro frame cards. And they're being very cagey about it. I think it'd be very easy just to like print a set all in the retro frames. Rare card. Here's the Whelk, which can counterspell, but very expensive. Not that good a card, actually. Hut! Okay, Spyglass, that's okay. Retro artifact frame, I love it. And foil card, Maya Boa. Has Swamp Walk. That's funny. Alright. And Sliver token. But as we saw with the 30th anniversary stuff that they are going to release, they are showing more willingness to reprint stuff in the retro border. So I have a feeling we're going to be seeing more of that going ahead. But maybe they don't want to overprint it or make it too inexpensive that it just gets flooded and people lose interest. It loses its specialness. Rare card. Oh. Okay, this is the one where you can cast it either to destroy one land or all lands. That's pretty funny. Johnny's Pride Mate and foil Kavu. Okay. I dislike playing against life gain decks. But very cool looking card for a Johnny's Pride Mate. Okay. Oh, here's that ape card that I wanted. Get you some mana. I think that red worm card was also element changed. Okay, rare card. Oh, this is a cool one. This is the instant where when you cast it, you can't lose the game this turn, opponents can't win this turn, and then any damage you take to take you to 0 would instead take you to 1. Ah, okay. Here's the retro card. Cool frame, you know, with the land. But you can tap it for colorless, or you can sacrifice it to get 2 basic lands. Not what I need. But, whoops, almost dropped the cards there. The price... The price of the 30th anniversary is ridiculous, but I think they are doing it so that they don't affect the price of the actual, like, real cards too much. Right, this is the dual land where you can, like, save up counters and then use them later. Not that good. Alright, rare card. This guy again. Alright. Here's the retro card. Actually, I kind of wanted this, but this is the one where you pay the creature, and then you can get a card out of your graveyard. I've heard this called overrated, because you can get that same effect for cheaper, and then like the 2/1 creature is not that great. But you can do things like blinking this in and out and get that effect over and over, so it might be good. And we got a rare foil card, Miri. We pulled her in the previous video. That's cool. And a bat token. Yeah, I had some of the retro cards back in grade school, but nothing good, if I remember. Ah, here's Grinning Ignis. He can do sort of like infinite loops with like creating infinite mana. That might be worth investigating. I kind of wanted that. Okay, and rare card. Oh, Tolarian Western something or other. Comes into play tapped. You can tap it for blue, or you can cast a spell that costs 0. That's interesting. Okay, here's the Stinkweed Imp, I think. It kind of like has Death Touch and flying, sort of. Not a great card. Another foil sliver. Alright. Okay, here's another color change. Planar Chaos card. This is Giant Growth, but in red. So +3/+3 instant. Very cool. Okay. Oh, alright. This is Ancestral Recall, but like the new version. You can't play it immediately. You play it and then you wait 4 turns, and then you can draw the cards. Not great, because it is slow, but for the nostalgia factor. Very cool. Okay. Here is the retro card, a Chalice. Right. Depending on how much you spend when you play this, you can later tap it for that much colorless mana. Interesting. Also costs 0. You could just spend it for 0 if you have like an artifact based deck where you just want artifacts to come out into play. I have a Prosper Tomebound commander deck where some creatures will react with artifacts entering play, so that might actually have a home in that deck, but yeah, mostly we just want to use treasures for that trigger. Alright, we're seeing a lot of the same cards in common. Here's a Djinn. That's cool. And rare card. This is another color change card where like every turn like guys sacrifice creatures. Oh, okay. This is the Vanquisher's Banner, I think. This is a good card. I kind of wanted this. But you play it, you choose a creature type. All those creatures get +1/+1. And then whenever you cast a card of that creature type, you can draw a card. So very good for theme decks or tribe decks. Okay. Still hoping for Yawgmoth. Alrighty. Oh, is that right? Yeah, okay. I was wondering if the cards were out of order. Rare card. This is something, and then legendary. Could be a commander. Aha! I wanted this card. This is good for my Gates deck. You can search your library for a land. Doesn't have to be a basic land, so you can grab a Gate or perhaps Maze's End. So I did want this. Although, to be honest, I could probably buy this as a single for $1. I would rather pull Yawgmoth. Okay. Oh, another Grinning Ignis. That's good. Slivers. Cool retro artwork. a Drake. Interesting. Destroy a non-white permanent. That's cool artwork. Oh, rare card. Here's Yaya. This is kind of like the first Planeswalker, like a proto Planeswalker. Legendary creature. She's got the 3 skills. That's cool. Ah, I kind of wanted this card. This is a red sorcery. And then until end of turn, let's see, all cards in your graveyard will have flashback. So this is similar to, what is it? Something Rift? Portal Rift or Underworld something or other. I have that card too, another red one, where you can use your graveyard for the turn. Very cool. I will use that, I think. That's good. Underworld Rift, maybe it was? Love the retro borders. I feel like the retro borders, they kind of told more of a story about the nature of each color, more than these modern borders, especially the artifacts and the lands. Oh, Pongify, that's a good card. Okay, here's a legendary creature. Maybe we could use that as a commander, and this guy I kind of wanted too. Basically, when you play it, you discard your hand and you pull 3 cards, so it's kind of card draw for red, so that might be cool to play. And Llanowar Elf token. And then if there is a foil card, it'll be after the retro card. Okay. We've seen... Oh, Lightning Axe, that's a new one. That's cool. Oh, that's new too. Rare card. Oh, okay. Wheel of Fate, not Wheel of Fortune. This is Wheel of Fortune, which takes 4 turns to cast, which is cool. I don't have the original Wheel of Fortune, so this is very cool to have. Oh, this is an artifact where you can return stuff to hand, so that could be useful. Bounce stuff. Okay. That's new. Lightning Axe. Okay. Here's a Magus of the... what was it? Something. But these are like referencing past cards. Like there used to be like enchantments or artifacts that has certain effects, but these are like creature versions of that. So you can play with your top card of your library revealed. I really like that effect. Oh, okay, here's a creature. Some kind of beast. Fine. With the old Golden Legends border. Okay. If I do not get Yawgmoth in these cards, then I will just have to buy the single, which I am totally fine with. The problem is finding it. I might have to head into Tokyo to find that. Oh, that's a nice artifact. Okay, rare card. Here's Radha. I could also use as a commander. If she attacks, you add red, or you can tap her to add green. That's interesting. Oh, Path to Exile. That's a nice white card. You can exile a creature. And then they pull... or they get something from their graveyard back, I think. Okay. And a bat token. Okay. Ah. Skirk Shaman. That's a goblin. I remember that card. Ah, Croson Grip. Good. I wanted that. Not a super rare card, but kind of a staple. And I don't have it yet, so that's good. Oh. Cloud Key, I think it was. What does this do? Right, you choose a card type, and then whatever you cast of that card type costs one less. That's pretty good. Oh, Silence. Okay. Apparently this is very sought after by very competitive commander players. It prevents opponents from casting spells for the turn. I don't think I need it, but I'll hang on to that. And, oh! Foil rare card. Let's see, creature, Treefolk. You can draw a card when they play something. Alright, cool. Oh, that's new. That's new. That's new. Rare card. Aha! This is the slow version of Balance, where everybody discards or whatever, down to the same as everyone else. Takes 6 turns to get out. Ah! And I wanted this card too. Also for my Gates deck. This will let you look at the top 5 cards, and then you can choose a card from there, and then all the other ones go to the bottom of your library. There are some cards where it lets you do that, but then the cards you don't take go into your graveyard, which I don't love, because that Gates deck, it has a lot of cards where you can search your library, rather than your graveyard, so I'd rather that the cards that I don't take go into the library, so that's good. Again, it's probably a card I could buy for $1 as a single, and I would rather pull Yawgmoth, but I'll take it. Oh! Okay, this is another dual land where you can build up mana over time. Ah! I wanted this card too. Let's see. Haste and Shadow, and then if another one of your creatures dies, goes into the graveyard, I can spend 1 black to get this guy back from my graveyard. For my Yawgmoth deck, this would be a good sacrifice target, so yeah, I wanted that. Hut! Ah, okay. This is just some wizard, okay? And then a foil of the Plasma. That's a very cool looking card, but not going to use it. Knight token. Protection from white. Haste, I think? Okay. Alright. So, in the next video I'll talk about all the cards that I got. Maybe ones that I am excited about using. Maybe the big ticket ones that I may want to sell. Ah, this is another color change card. It was originally green. But what is it? A 1/1? What is it? Gypsy or something. Human. Protection from green. Every time it does damage to a player, gets a +1/+1 counter. Oh, rare card. Junkyard or something. But you can tap it to regenerate a mouse or a spider or something. Oh, ninja. Yeah, this guy's not so great. Retro card. And foil of this creature. Fine. Yep, there it is again. Valid. That's another one of those red cards where you can return stuff to your hand. Very unusual skill. Okay, red and green dual land where you can save up mana. Black and red. Black and red, that's my favorite color combination, so this I might maybe use. And rare card. Sliver, okay, that's cool artwork. Yeah, Richard Kane Ferguson, of course. Flitterwing, alright. And Goblin Token. Flitterwing can bounce stuff, I think. And I might want to work on a 5-color deck with Garth, One Eye, as the commander. He wants to be flickered or blinked, so that might find a home in there. That's new. Oh, Merfolk. Rare. Oh, okay, that's that foil that we got earlier. And some kind of experiment. Gold border. And counter for a sprite. Oh god. Last pack. Let's see if Yawgmoth is in here. So 36 packs, there's about 120 of these retro frame cards, so I figured I had a 1 in 3 chance to pull him. I am not going to buy another box to try this again. Buying this mostly for the experience, and just to have kind of a like a pool of cards to draw from, because I haven't bought a whole bunch. Oh, here's more Rebecca Guay. Okay, rare card. And retro card. Ah. Alright, this is the Laboratory Maniac, which I like. I have a deck of this in Arena, where if you try to pull a card from your library and you have no cards, usually you would lose the game. Unless you have this guy out, you win the game. So that's cool. But I don't know if I'm going to build that deck in real life. Okay. So that will do it for the polls. I'll do one more video where I kind of go over what I got. I did get a lot of kind of big ticket cards, and then a lot of cards that I want to use as well. So we'll talk about that then. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.